Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Cancer. How are you guys? Cancer singles in their love life, and welcome to the new viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. Right, we have Eight of Wands, opportunity, maybe multiple coming in here. Ooh, things are about to go in your favor. I do see someone assessing a situation. It has to do with sincerity, but this is someone here, you might have multiple. So one of these could go in your favor. It all depends what it is you want, but this is about multiple opportunities, things moving quickly, movement. One of these energies is fast, one of them is a slower energy. Yeah, there's opportunity. Yes, Nine of Cups too. Yeah, being a little cautious. Somebody here is a little more cautious. They assess. But it is often telling you to assess a situation. It's all about this path. It's all about assessing and moving forward. It is often a card of communication. Could be something, a little bit of time here. But I feel it's about something that could go in your favor. See, all about this timing. One of these people is slow. One of them is faster. So definitely an energy of someone who's a little cautious, a little more careful what they wish for. But I wouldn't be surprised if you get your cup filled. Yeah, it's all about your type, taking a little step back. If something feels off, okay, it's all about taking a look. But someone here is going to take a step back and see things differently in a more favorable light. Yeah, it's all about peace and calm. Yeah. Yeah, we have a person who hasn't stepped up to the plate. They're moving kind of slow. But it's an energy of communication as well. Sometimes there's missing details. It's often a person who doesn't put a lot of effort into the way they communicate, and you might feel something is off. Yeah, it's all about trying things different, doing things different. Yeah, see, there is opportunity. Some of you may have multiple. You might not see one of these coming, especially if you've got someone who hasn't stepped up to the plate. See, now things may be turning out in your favor. Something may not go the way that you want here. But like I say, I feel what's happening is there's opportunity. It's all about looking if whether someone is sincere, especially if a person doesn't step up to the plate and it's been a long time since you spoke to someone. And then you have, like I say, it looks like things are going in your favor at some point here. Yeah, see, it's an energy of a little bit of time in between, things calming down, but it's moving into happier days ahead. Calmer waters, yeah. See, it's just being at peace with the situation too. I think you got a person, to me, I see a couple people. One person is definitely someone where you may have started going down this path with this person and they're kind of more like slowing down instead of speeding up. And that's why I feel things are starting to turn in your favor. Yeah, you got some opportunities here. Yeah, you definitely can see there's some sort of lack. Something's lacking with this energy. They're moving too slow. Yeah. It has to do with whether someone is actually sincere. I mean, usually the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's sincere, but there's something lacking. I think it's just they're moving too slow. Yeah, seeking other options. Yeah, one of these situations may not serve you. It is what it is. It may not meant to be, but things are about to turn in your favor. Yeah, you betcha. And it could be, like I say, it's somebody here taking a step back, looking at things a little differently. It's someone who maybe felt something was off, but it is someone who still hasn't stepped up to the plate. That's why I feel it could be somebody here maybe finding out that you have other options. But I see opportunity coming in. Yeah, you got something new coming in. Look at that. You got a person moving too slow. See, now things are starting to go in your favor. So it's about moving away, moving into calmer water. See, there's light at the end of the tunnel here. Yeah. Someone's dragging their feet. Like I say, it's an energy of lack. Maybe they're more focused on their money. They may feel like the feelings aren't mutual. But one of these situations likely doesn't serve you. Sometimes, you know, it just is what it is. It's just not meant to be. So often when that happens, you're literally avoiding a disaster with someone who likely may never step up to the plate. They may never fill your cup or give you what you want. Especially if someone literally starts to slow down. Because you got incoming here. Tell me about the star. So there's definitely an energy of hope. Yeah. See, there's a spark. There's some desire. Yeah. This is, you may have someone who feels like you're out of their league, or, you know, just that energy. And always let go of that kind of energy to release it. It no longer serves you. Apply all the lessons that you've learned. But I feel with this Ace of Wands, this is a new path. This is a spark, and there's attraction. So it's about making a choice. I really feel, yeah, you got someone here, see, they don't step up to the plate. And what I'll tell you, what's going to become clear is everything that's exposed is they aren't reliable, that someone just can't be relied on. So literally you're dodging a bullet, okay? As we say, right? You're actually avoiding a disaster because there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I do think making choices. Tell me about the Temperance energy. Yeah, see, feeling like giving up, putting this behind. Yeah, see, someone, and then it's the Ten of Wands. Somebody, this is where I feel like when you're just about ready to give up, you've got someone else coming in. But this is where you have that moment where you can see very clearly that this is someone who you couldn't rely on anyway. They just don't step up to the plate. Someone who'll never fill your cup or fill your needs. See, this is taking off the blindfold and now seeing. Yeah. But you're going to get clarity. See, somebody new possibly coming in. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, see, making a new connection. There's choices here. But it is one of these, I feel. You're going to look at this, feel like feeling beat up, feeling like giving up. And maybe even on love altogether, or I give up, right? But you won't likely see this coming if you're still focused on that. But I got to tell you, there definitely was lack with this person. They just move slow. Maybe they don't have money, Yeah, but it's just all this negative. And it is an energy of someone often who ghosts someone for long periods of time, which generally means that they have other options. So, yeah. But there it is, gaining clarity. You're going to see clearly. I don't think you're going to see this coming, though. Tell me about this Two of Cups. See, making a connection. Two people talking face to face. See, look at that. If you got a person who, I don't see meeting online, but if it is possible, someone you've never met face to face, someone from a distance possibly. But there is a connection. This is a soulmate connection. It's often two people just having a conversation. See, this is where things start to go in your favor. You're going to make a new connection. It's just a new connection. And then you're going to see clearly the other person lacked. Because I do see it's someone who'll probably never fill your cup. They're not reliable. And it could be something you weren't seeing that you do now. Yeah, see, it's about thinking things through, choosing your battles. Yeah. Somebody here may have rushed in and backed out. But I really feel like you got a person coming in quickly. Someone who doesn't want you to get away. See, when you're just about to give up, the other person could come back around. But I feel in this situation, and it is possible for a few, but I generally need to see the world with that. Or something to show me they're coming back around. But I really literally feel like you're just giving up. And now you got this person coming in. It's someone who communicates clearly. So you've dealt with someone who doesn't communicate clearly. They don't follow through. They don't follow up. They're not reliable. But this person's coming in. They take decisive action. Yeah, they're in control of their emotions. Look at that. Stay in control of your emotions. But this person's going to take the lead. Let them take the lead. I don't think you're going to see this coming. Tell me about the Two of Swords. I think you're still thinking about this other person. That's what I think. Yeah, and that's why you may not see this. It is about being prepared. See, taking a step back, being prepared. Yeah. It is about being prepared. Yeah. Emotionally prepared or ready. Yeah. Someone who's very curious about you. See, shining a light, someone looking for clarity. Yeah. You definitely got the energy of 2. But this could be, like I say, leaving this behind. Things are now starting to go in your favor. But it is possible with this, someone putting on the brakes, taking another look. And it could be yourself too before you let this go. But I feel like you got a person coming in all connected with this sword energy. They're very curious. They want to know things about you. Yep, there's the World. So, yep, it is somebody trying to come back around. Yeah. It's someone who probably wasn't telling you a truth, though. So like I say, choose wisely. It does look like it's someone who rushed in, backed out. Now they're coming in when you're just about ready to give up. But I still feel like you got someone new. So this has to do with yourself possibly already moving on. Yeah. And see, it's all about change. It's all about change coming. And I do see a communication that could change everything. So this has to do with yourself. Leaving this behind, going for new. It looks like you have to make a decision. Yeah, as someone who kept you waiting. See, the ship has sailed, maybe too late. But I feel like you're handing over the reins, letting this person take the lead. Yeah, see, this is where you feel like giving up. It's now about looking elsewhere. See, it's all about the one, waiting for the right person. The person who you thought was the one, because the stars here, who comes in you may not expect. That's why I don't think you're going to see it coming. Even if this person comes around, I feel like you're already focused on the new. Yeah, likely a little too late. Tell me about this 5 of Pentacles energy with this person. With the lack, yeah. Someone at a crossroads. See, something, it doesn't go anywhere. Something that's not going anywhere. Or you have someone where it only gets so far. They put on the brakes and then they ghost you and ignore you. See, it's telling you to look at what's lacking with this person. Even if you felt like this was the one, your person, I feel like you're going to, some kind of communication coming in is going to change everything. Look at that. See, the cup. You're going to get your cup filled. And it could be this person, I'll be honest. There is a possibility because you're now looking elsewhere. They're curious. They want to know who you're talking to and what you're up to. But I think most of you, you're going to go for the new. I do. Because it's like this fresh new start. This beautiful opportunity. And it's so much happiness. Like just feeling happier. See, there is light, happier days ahead. Much happier days ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like some of you will cut this person out if they do come back around. You're going to speak up and speak your mind. Okay, don't be a pushover. Be wise. Yeah. Wow. You could even have somebody who tells you something here. You might learn something where you could have someone giving you advice. But to me, this looks like you're making up your mind for yourself. You're thinking this through. You're going to choose your battles. There's something here I feel that, I mean, if you have a person who keeps you hanging, keeps you waiting, never follows through, you can see they're not reliable. And they may even, like I say, long period of time in between before you hear from them. You have to see the truth. This person may have other options. Okay? So it's telling you to be wise and be discerning. I really feel like you're going to see very clearly and you're going to take the new opportunity. One more on the Queen of Swords. Yep. See, it's all about cooperating, compromising, compatibility, doing things together, spending time. See, someone doesn't spend time with you. And any time they do, there's lots of time in between. They put on the brakes. It only goes so far when it's time to take it to the next level. You see? That's why I feel the truth is going to be exposed. And that's why I kind of feel like you're going to see this person really isn't the one. They don't have your best interest at heart. I do think some of you got someone who will probably never fill your cup and give you what you want. Because I do think they're not reliable. They just don't step up to the plate. But the issue is I do think this is someone who has other options. And it may be yourself where you just tell them, you know, it's too late. I have someone new. This is often where you take back your power too. because it is someone who often tries to take someone's power by putting on the brakes constantly. And, you know, and I do think it is somebody who has other options. See, it's someone who you felt was sincere, but they drag their feet. So it is an energy where you're sitting here waiting for this person. You feel they're sincere, so you wait. Yeah, I can see what's going on. Thinking this person's your person, it's worth the wait. But I do think you're going to have this moment of truth. You're going to see very clearly. Take off the blindfold and see. Yeah. Now, you deserve better with this energy. I really feel like this person who comes in is much more. So you've got a person who's low vibrational. Yeah, low energy. They're just... It is often someone who tries to take the other person's power by putting on the brakes, keeping you waiting, thinking that, you know, they somehow kind of got you where they want you. But I really feel like you're going to take this new opportunity because it is a fresh new start. I do see a resurgence in love. See a resurgence in love, which is new. Things start to go in your favor. Yeah, somebody who actually asks you out on a date. Someone who wants to spend time with you. Yeah. A little bit romantic too. Like, you deserve better. I feel like you got this person who, they could be just someone who's on their own path, focusing on work. But here's the way I see it. Sincere or not. If you don't communicate with someone and you expect them to sit around and wait, then you don't have a lot of respect for someone. Because to respect somebody is to let them know, you know, okay, I'm not quite ready, prepared to go down this path with you. And, you know, let them know that, you know, they're not ready. But this is, to me, this is a person who literally, I feel, ghosts somebody for long periods of time. And I wouldn't be surprised this is some of you definitely has a person. And because of it, I do think they have other options. So you're literally going to dodge a bullet if you take this other opportunity, because I really feel like you got a person who'll just probably come back in and do the same thing. Yeah. I feel you deserve better. The stars here. So this is hope. See, you're waiting because you feel like there's hope. You feel like they're sincere, that they're the right person. And they may come across as sincere. But I really think this is someone who will just keep you waiting. And while you're waiting, this is when the other person comes in. And this could be when this person decides to come back around. So it's saying you to be wise. Okay? To be wise. To be very discerning. Ask the questions. If you feel they're not telling you something and it feels off, see, when it feels off, something doesn't feel right, you know what to do. Saying to not be a pushover, to speak your mind, to not cooperate, compromise. Don't bend over backwards to please this person. Okay? Because that's what I kind of feel. They kind of, often it's a person who's in the energy of like, just fill my cup, indulge me. You give me what I want first, and then you, with this, the Wheel of Fortune, where it stops, where it goes, no one knows. Maybe we'll go on a date. Maybe we'll go out somewhere. Okay? If that's something that's happened to you before, apply that lesson to this situation, because I feel, and it could be because you have a type that's like that. That's why it's time to try a different type of person to do things differently. Don't be a pushover, okay? Don't bend over backwards to please this person. Anyone who keeps you waiting had best come in and please you, fill your cup and give you what you want. Yeah, I think you've got someone here who, it's sort of like you're between two worlds, you know, you're stuck. Where this person wants the best of both worlds. They want to have you wait for them. Indulge me, fill my cup. See, it's all about filling their cup, giving them what they want. While they're out there, keeping their options open, keeping you waiting. So that's why I feel you need to really be wise. But yeah, you got a person coming in. Let's see who is this new person. Ooh, this is somebody who will commit too. They'll build a foundation. They come in right. You can rely on this person. If they make a date, they'll follow through. Nice. Wow. Oh, yeah. This person's definitely wants to explore this connection. They're very interested. So they are definitely in the energy of exploring. And they're definitely in this energy of this adventure. You know, someone full of adventure. They want to do things. Someone who wants someone to do things with. They're high vibrational, high energy. I think you're just dealing with someone who's kind of low vibrational, even low energy. You know, often that's all it is. Whatever it is, I feel they got some issues. To me, it's someone who wants the best of both worlds. They want their cake and eat it too, kind of, right? They want you to fill their cup when they come in. But I definitely feel you breaking free from this, absolutely. This other person's just full of adventure, like they want to do things. See, if they make a date, they follow through. And you'll get lots of attention from this person. Yeah, nice. See, there's a decision. Out with the old, in with the new. It's up to you to decide with the Queen of Swords. Okay? Yeah. See, it's about releasing this person, breaking free from the other person, and this other person coming in. See, there's the cup, the opportunity. Wow. I think you got a person who definitely does look like it. They want the best of both worlds. They want to keep you waiting, so you're available. Fill my cup. Maybe we'll go on a date. They keep you kind of in this energy of nothing really happening. They never really step up to the plate. Interesting. You got someone who's going to, though. Yeah. And it is possible, if you really feel that this is someone, if you truly believe they don't have other options, it's all about what you believe. Just speak up and speak your mind. Know your worth. Put up some boundaries, okay, with the Queen of Swords. Put up some boundaries. See if this person gives you what you want. But I really think you're getting it from someone else. I mean, this is a resurgence in love where things start to go in your favor. Yeah. Like I say, it's all about connecting with someone. You know, seeing eye to eye, where you really get each other, like you just want to hang out and be with each other. That's why I feel releasing and breaking free. Release and renew. See, when you're free, this is another thing. See, just feeling free of this person too, especially if it is someone who's come back around and done this a few times. Yeah. See, taking a pause, looking at this from a whole different perspective. So you're going to start feeling very happy. See, once you break free from people like this, you usually feel free and you just feel wonderful, right? Yeah. But you're free to explore this other option. Remember, if somebody doesn't commit, you are free to do whatever you please. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know, you don't sit and wait and let somebody waste your time. Yeah. Know your worth. Yeah. I think you've got this. I do think you've got this. I do think you're going to, you know, and with this other person, put up some boundaries. You have to teach people when you meet them how you want to be treated, okay? Just temper your words. Temperance is here. So just temper your words. It's about communicating, you know, it's an energy of communicating peacefully, very calmly, and put up a few boundaries that you're only going to wait so long. I do think you got a person who'll see your perspective your way, because I really feel they want to spend time with you. They really want to explore this. I mean, this is like a new adventure too. Yeah, lots of happiness. Take care. Bye for now.